Good morning. So, we are here at Elk Island, and I'm just going to turn this camera around a little bit so you can see. There I am. So, you can see, here's the map. There's no warning, so that's good. No closures. Means we're allowed. The other neat thing, there's Lyndon, is that we are the only people here except for the lady who takes care of the toilets. Bless her soul. So yeah, looking forward to a good walk. There's lots of snow everywhere. It's about -2 right now, I think.
Or 0.
2 or 0.
Fluctuated.
Yeah. Depending on who you look at. The only thing is, the cloud is, it's a cloudy day, so not very
Trail
pretty.
proves to be difficult. People left walking sticks by the gate here.
Yeah, there's some walking sticks here that people have been using, but we've got our cleats. Let's see how it goes. It feels like a mushy snow already as I'm stepping around, but well, let's get started. Even if we just do half the trail, it'll be better than no trail at all. So let's get on. Find my eyes scouring the trees looking for owls now. None to be seen. Oh, there's some dig marks over there. Quite small, but I do think that might be elk, actually. Or moose? Yeah, they might be moose. But yeah, somebody was definitely lying around. Some more marks over there. Dug out and uncovered.
This was likely the dig marks from a bison, but both moose and bison had been in the
Bison
area.
hooves.
The forest was quiet, except for the highway.
Like, why is it all the way in here? Like, the road is just over there. Long ways away. Motorized vehicles aren't allowed on here. Is it for the moose? I don't know. And at the intersection, nobody that way. Nobody that way.
Lyndon that way. We reached the marshy area.
Nobody. I've definitely been through the area, though. It's like lots of dig marks. And here's some proof that the bison do walk on here, too.
The dim February light glowed through the clouds. High overhead, I spotted a wasp's nest that hadn't been found by hungry birds. We were about to make an interesting discovery.
A little bit of odd. Could there actually be a white moose around? Huh. Well, yeah, no, it's completely white. Huh. A ghost moose.
So you think it's moose here?
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely moose. So, yeah, we've probably come about 2.5 kilometers up the trail, and we saw those white hares back there. So I was very excited, actually. I've never seen a white moose. I've heard about them. I've heard they're in Alberta. I've heard somebody say that they saw 2 white moose somewhere in rural Alberta. They wouldn't reveal where because they're afraid of the safety of them. But if one is living in the park, that would be amazing. because then they can safely exist and reproduce and hopefully make more white moose. That would be cool. It would be very hard to spot on a day like this, though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a, what do they call that, a recessive gene, though?
Yeah, no,
So it's
rare.
probably pretty rare.
Yeah.
Depends on the benefits too, right? Like if it benefits them, but
Yeah.
unfortunately we're not always winter here, so that's certain parts of the year that's a bit of a liability.
Yeah. And I also wanted to point out that moose do not change color for the winter. They are not like rabbits or...
No, they do.
A few moments later, we spotted a regular moose. White moose are rare due to the recessive gene, the Armstrong white gene, but sightings of white moose seem to be increasing. It could be due to fewer predators, less hunting, more people visiting natural areas, as well as popular media that's making it seem like there are more white moose around. White moose, or ghost moose as they are sometimes called, are sacred to many Indigenous communities and considered messengers from the spiritual realm. In Ontario, it is illegal to kill white moose, and there was significant public outcry in 2020 when one was shot. Even though this was a regular colored moose, this was still a beautiful sighting, and they quietly disappeared into the trees. We continued on, keeping our eyes open. Of course, as time went on, I started to doubt myself. Maybe it wasn't a moose. Maybe it was deer hair. Maybe it was from a dog.
By comparison, this is regular moose hair. As you can see, it is still quite thick at the tip, kind of a little bit squiggly.
I spotted a birch tree with sap wells drilled into it, likely by a yellow-bellied sapsucker.
Casualty of the blue jays.
Or other birds. The nest had been ripped open and ransacked like a bag of candy. We also found some more areas where animals had spent the night. The blue sky also made a brief appearance.
There is another one.
I found another clump of regular moose hair, and this one had its own interesting surprise.
Two. So just moving the hairs about, and then I spotted this thing in there, and it appears to be a tick, kind of half swollen. I'm a little mortified because I had it in my hand. So, probably just frozen asleep.
Moose can become infested with winter ticks, causing intense itching until they are scratched or licked off. Fortunately, they don't carry diseases transmittable to humans.
This I'm not gonna touch with my hand. Looks like the lower jaw of a... I'm gonna guess a coyote based on the serrations, but no, I think I'm wrong.
The sharp molars confused me, but this was likely the lower jaw of a white-tailed deer.
Of course, this part is all covered. Just got to the plane. Nothing on this side. Around the corner and see if there's anything. Anyone. And I don't see any bison. Yeah, so I've definitely been through here though. See tracks everywhere. Well, we're definitely the only people on the trail for the past few days. We just came out of a huge cold snap. It was like minus 30 for several days. So I am not surprised that nobody's come through here. But yesterday it was warming up, so I am kind of surprised nobody came out yesterday. Yeah, you can even see. There's the bridge over there.
Meanwhile, Lyndon was having his own challenges.
So it's two.
These are excellent cleats, but if it gets above 0 degrees, they start doing that.
Oh my god.
So we'll see how it goes. We get back in the bush, it'll be colder again.
Yeah,
The sun
possibly.
everywhere right now. Yeah, if it starts getting too much, I'll have to take them off, but I really don't want to take them off unless I have to.
Oh jeez. Losing my balance. This snow is deep. It's got a little bit of a crust on it and breaking through the crust. So yeah, I can see why the bison have not been here. This is a pain in the ass to move through. This is going to be exhausting. Yeah, coyote trail only. And even if that. Okay, so in the forest I was seeing this brown liquid, some sort of urine, but it's very, very brown, almost like cola, and I can't even tell whose tracks these are, if this is a bison or what, but there was one of the puddles that was in the snow, and I stood beside it, and I just suddenly got this huge whiff of something just absolutely disgusting. Like, it didn't smell like urine. It smelled like something almost like motor oil or engine oil or something mechanical. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't look like a healthy, normal color. So we just came past the big open plain and trudged through the snow, breaking through the crust, and there's not a lot of, there's no other human tracks here except the ones that we're making. And we've only come 5 kilometers, which is a little disappointing. So we are going to turn around, because 10 more kilometers of trudging through the snow is going to be a little tough and tiring. I'm already tired. So, yeah, start heading back.
On our way back, we spotted a wood bison through the trees. Regarding the urine, it was likely moose urine darkened by bark.
I'm a little nervous even just standing here. That is a dead tree.
I was a little disappointed that we hadn't seen the white or partially white moose, but I remain hopeful that we might spot them in the future.
We are almost back, and our vehicle is still the only one here. Quite shocking. It's very odd, but there might be one reason why. So yeah, this is kind of a new sign in both official languages, but why wouldn't you want to purchase a pass, support the area?
It seems there's been a bit of a crackdown on the number of visitors who sneak into the park without purchasing a pass. All Trails also has updated its info to indicate that a valid pass is required to visit, and I guess it shows by the empty parking lot. As always, thanks for watching.
We're getting along. The trail is slower.
We're getting along. We're always getting along. It's so nice to be married to you.
Yeah, we're good moving along then.